Underdog Fantasy Pick'em. Let's get after it. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Craig Bennett, aka Cash Cake, back with an Underdog Fantasy Pick'em video. Got 3 plays we're going to talk about here. That is a sweet spot on Underdog Fantasy Pick'em. Get that nice 6x best in the industry that is out there. If you don't have that Underdog account, you want to join along, use that promo code CashCake and get yourself that 100% instant deposit match up to $100. The link is in the description below. And hey, let's just get after it. Let's talk about the plays. All right, Underdog Fantasy Pick'em is up on the desktop here. They got a sweet mobile app you can download both in the Google and Apple Store. And we're going to talk about 3 plays here and go of them. One of them makes me super nervous, but I'm still going to play it. I think it's the right play, but it makes me nervous. I'm just going to say that straight up. First one we're going to talk about, though, is one I talked about in the earlier video. I just think it's one of my favorite plays that's out there, and that's Walker, Kessler, and rebounds. And it's because Collins and Lauri Markkanen are out, and he should be seeing quite a few minutes here. You know, if we go and look at our Underdog projection EV tool here and look up Kessler Walker, as you can tell, there's some lines here. Minus 142 on a pinnacle for the over 18.5, and then rebounds again. And we got him projected for 3 more rebounds than he's currently at, the minus 133. So I'm perfectly fine with either one of these. I'm going to go rebounds here just because it's at 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists. It just got bumped, so I have to refresh this tool because that one just got bumped. But again, I like rebounds, points, rebounds, and assists. Perfectly fine with that as well. But I probably go over and take it at another place now that it got bumped. But Walker Kessler is going to be out there quite a bit rebound-wise without Lauri Markkanen or John Collins. He's cleared this in 5 of his last 6 games. And they're going to need him up against Jared Allen. So one play that I do like. Let's talk about the one I am nervous about. Let's just jump right into that thing. And Victor Wembanyama. All right. Super nervous about this play. However, they're on the road going to Denver, right? I'm going to go lower than 40.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I know this can bite me. I completely understand this, right? He got there against Golden State Warriors just a couple days ago at the end of the month in March. But on the road, they're out basically all their guys, right? Jeremy Sohan is out. Devin Vassell is out. Keldon Johnson. Those are the next 3 best guys on this team, and they are all out. So I would hope that they just try to clamp him down. They are 16-point dogs here. 16-point dogs. I don't see him playing massive minutes. I think Pop is like, hey, you know, we'll play some Victor out there. But, you know, they have no problem running a ton of guys out there, and I just don't see them running. I think they just try to slow Victor down and let some of these other guys try to beat him. And that's why I'm going that way, honestly. I'm just leaning that way more for, you know, that's what's going to happen. The 2 times he's played Denver this year, back on November 26th, he put up 35, and then March 15th against Denver, he put up 28. So I'm going to go lower on this and just hope that they take it to him a little bit, and he doesn't get that 4th quarter run at all and doesn't put up those massive minutes, and his shot is not following. I mean, it always makes you nervous taking the under on him, but if they can slow him down, I think they'll be in for a long night, and we'll see some of these you know, bench guys play in the 4th quarter. So that's why I'm kind of leaning this way. Again, it makes me super nervous. There's no real, you know, like I said, he's went under both times he's played Denver this year. You know, if we look at his last 2 games, though, like you said, he put up 67 against New York and then 46 against Golden State Warriors. But I think that, you know, going in the Mile High Stadium here, or the Mile High City, and, you know, playing Denver, I think it's going to take effect on them, and they just don't have those guys. So that's why I'm leaning that. It does make me nervous. So if you didn't want to play one, I get it, but I'm going to have some slips out there with Victor lower than 40.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And then the next one, and why don't I just pull him up so you can kind of see where we're at projection-wise? We're really just right on there. We're like 0.6 away. Pinnacle has it at minus 132, and that's at the 40.5 number. So we got him projected right at that. But again, I still don't see it. I'm going to go lower than that. I know if you don't want to play it, I completely understand. Next one we're going to go to is Rudy Gobert, and he's been playing a ton of minutes without Cat out there. And I'm going to go points. We got him projected for like 2 points higher than this, -130 if you're looking at the line at Pinnacle for a plus EV play. Going up against Houston without Şengün out there. And look, the line's already moved. It went from 30.5 to 14. I got to refresh our projections here so to pull these up and see where they're at now. But I still like this line. Even at 14.5, I'm perfectly fine with playing Rudy Gobert out there. And seeing, 14.5 points. We get him projected at 15. Still -130 on the over. If we want to look at his stuff a little bit, last 4 games, he's put 17, 11, 21, and 19. 21 points was against Denver, and then 19 against Chicago. So, again, I liked it better at the 13.5, but it did move on me while I was doing this. If you want to take probably the more sure thing, it's the double-double. So if you feel, if you want to take something that's feels a little safer, I would go ahead and take that double-double. He's reached it in each of his last 4 games, 7 of his last 10 that he's reached it there. So if you want to look at that, and he said double-double in 71% of his games this year and 80% of his last 20 games. So if you don't feel like taking the points here and you feel like it's a little risky and you want to do the lower payout of the 0.65. So right now it's a 6x, right? If we take this out, we throw in Rudy Gobert at the 0.65, you're looking at 3.9. So it drops it almost 2x down to 3.9x, but it's a safer play, to be honest with you. So if you want to look at something like that, I'm perfectly fine with it. If you want to take a shot on the points at the 14.5, then you get your 6x here. So that's what we're kind of looking at here. Again, made this one last night, hit this with using some of our tools and picks that were out there. So we dropped definitely Underdog within our group here. Some of the plays that I did give out yesterday. Good start to the month again that we had. And hopefully we just keep this thing going. Again, if you're a first-time Underdog depositor here, you can get access to a free month of Elite to get all those tools that I showed you there, the picks, everything that we do have. And if you're already an Underdog first-time depositor, you can come over here to one of these other sites and get access to Elite as well. But Underdog's where it's at. The 6x, that's what we're looking for. So again, if you wanted to take a shot on the points, that's where I'd be looking at for that 6x. It's the best in the industry, and that's what I prefer to play over here at Underdog, is just 3-mans. And that's what I'm looking at. So again, appreciate you guys. Enjoy your Tuesday. Pretty good size NBA slate tonight. Hopefully we keep this train rolling. And like always, I'll see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.